What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of Disney's Maleficent. Now for today's lesson we'll be sketching on top of plain white sketch paper using a black 4B pencil. Let's move to a side grip and sketch a circle along the bottom of our page. Starting right in the middle, it's going to work our way around towards the left side. And then back in towards the center. And it will lightly go around the right side. Now with our circle in place, we're going to add some guidelines to help with the symmetry of our drawing. Let's start from the very top in the middle, come all the way down towards the bottom of our page, and we'll extend that all the way up towards the top. Let's add another guideline on the side of our circle. So we'll start on the left, coming down, and then go all the way up towards the top. Now we're going to place the eye line in the center of our circle. So starting right in the middle, extend this line going out towards the left, and then the right. Now from here we're going to locate the inside corner of the eyes. From the center of our circle, let's move over towards the left, come straight down towards the bottom, and we'll do the same thing on the right, taking that same distance over towards the right side. Now from here we start blocking out the shape of the eyes. From this point we're going to step down, curve the eye going up and out towards that center line, and then do the same thing on the right. From the top of that curve we're going to sketch a small circle for the iris, going all the way around. And then from the outside of the circle, we're going to step out, curve the bottom of the eyelid coming down, and then just bending that in towards the inside. Now I'm going to go all the way down and block in the upper lip. Right where that circle meets that center line, we're going to step down, angle this up and out toward the left and right side. And then from the top, angle the lip coming down and out, just past that line on the side. Let's connect the ends with a curve, coming down the middle, and then back up. And then from the corners of the mouth, we'll step in, curve this down towards the bottom of the lip, and then bend that back up. From the bottom of our circle, we're going to step up and sketch a line going across to locate the bottom edge of the nose. And then from that center point, we're going to sketch a circle for the tip of the nose. And then from the side of our circle, angle the nostrils going up and out towards the side. Now I'm going to go back up and block in the eyebrows. Right from this point, angle the eyebrow going up and out towards the left and right side. And then from the end, angle this down and out. Let's go to the bottom of the lip. We're going to step down, just mark off the chin with a straight line. Let's locate the outside of the cheeks. Starting from the outside of the left eye, sketch a straight line coming down toward the bottom of our circle, and then do the same thing on the right. Now I connect these 2 points with a curve coming down toward that bottom line, and then bend that back up. Let's layer the jaw in behind the cheek and the chin. On the left, curve down, and then bend that in. Now we're going to go back up and block in the edge of the headpiece. Halfway between the top of our circle and the center, I'm just going to mark this off. And then from here, I'm just going to curve this up and then bend that out just past the side of our circle. And then from the top, draw a straight angled line coming down and out toward the side of our circle. Now to locate the top of the head, we're going to take the same distance between the top of our circle and the center. So we'll use our pencil to mark this out, go up to the top, and just add a line. From that center line, we're just going to curve the head, going out, past the line on the side, come down, and then in towards the side of our circle. Now let's take that and flip it over on the right. So going out, past that line, come down, and then in. Now I'm going to place the horns along the side of the head. From that center line, let's move over towards the left. Just going to curve this down, and then bend that out. Let's go over towards the right side, come down, and then out towards the right, just lining this up on the left. Now from here, we're going to block in the inside edge of the horns. Starting from this point, we're going to angle this up and out, past the line on the side, and the same thing on the right. Let's angle this back up and in. And then we'll round out the inside and then bend that back out towards the line on the side. Now I'm going to go back and round out the inside of the horn. Starting up here, just going to come around and then back in. Now the horns are going to get wider as they come back in towards the head. So let's start from the tip. Just going to taper this around and then out. And then we'll round out the side of the horn, going out and then in. And then we'll bend this in and then down towards the side of the head, towards the bottom of this curve. Now that we've blocked in the head, let's add the neck and shoulders. We're going to start over on the left side of the jaw, draw a straight line coming down, and do the same thing on the right. Then over on the left side, I'm just going to curve the collar coming down and then back up. Let's slope down the shoulders, starting from the left side of the collar, angle down and out. And now we'll add the large collar along the side. We'll start from this line along the bottom, curve this up, and then bend that out towards the left, line this up on the right, and do the same thing. Now from the end of the collar, we're just going to curve this in, and just tuck that in behind the side of the neck. Let's add a second layer. Starting from the bottom, go up, and then bend that down. And we'll just tuck this up underneath that first layer. Now once we're happy with the general proportions of our drawing, we'll go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now my favorite part of the process is adding the details. So let's move to the tip of our pencil and start tracing out the eyes and refining the shape. Let's start on the inside edge of the left eye. Just going to work our way out along the top. And just do the same thing over on the right. Let's trace the iris along the outside, just tucking this up underneath the eyelid. And come down along the bottom of the eye. I'm going to go back and thicken up the upper eyelid, going out towards a point on the left, and then just darkening up the top. Now just working our way along the bottom of the eye. I'm just adding some shading around the eyes. I'm going to add a small black pupil in the center of the iris. Just fill that in. We'll add a dark shade along the top. And then we'll just fade that out along the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and just refine the shape of the eyebrows. Just go a little bit thicker along the inside. And just tapering this out to a point. Now from here, it's going to work our way down towards the nose, starting with the side edge of the nose bridge, just lightly shading this in, And we're going to move down and start detailing out the nose. Just adding a shadow to the bottom edge of the nose. And then we'll carry that shadow from the nose above the upper lip. And once we define the shape of the mouth, we're going to go back and lightly shade this in. And we'll darken the shadow along the bottom edge. We're just tracing out the lower lip. Go back and lightly shade this in. And we'll add some texture going across using the tip of our pencil. And we'll add some shadows. Now with the face complete, we're just going to go back and just trace out the outer perimeter of the headpiece. Starting from the center and working our way out. And just add a little bit more shape to the outside. I'm going to go back and finish off the shading along the side of the temples. just going to go and layer the jaw underneath. Again, just adding a little bit more shape. We'll add that shadow across the top and just gradually fade that out along the bottom. From here, just going to work our way down the side of the neck towards the shoulders. So we'll start by tracing out the collar. Yeah, just readjusting the shape. And we'll darken that up using the side edge of our pencil. And we're going to darken up the bottom section of the collar. And then we'll just go back and clean that up. Now using the side edge of our pencil, we're just going to add some folds across the headpiece. Let's go in and add a dark shade to the inside of the headpiece, starting from the tip of the horns. then we'll work our way down towards the head. Now we're going to go back and just refine those folds across the side of the headpiece. Just working our way in, starting from the side. And we'll just continue to add these folds all the way up towards the top of the horns. I'm just going to add this texture across the top of the horns from the inside. Just going across. And we'll go back and darken up the headpiece, adding some highlights along the way. We're just going to fade the shadow out as we go towards the center of the head to create that highlight. Now I'm going to darken up the outside of the horns, and then just fade that out as you come up towards the top to create a highlight. And then doing the same thing along the inside. So just darkening this up, and then just fading that out. Now we can go back and start adding some more contrast to the eyes and face. And as we get closer to the end of our drawing, we'll tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more details, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Maleficent. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your requests in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.